Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a dark, dark day on the internet in the last 24 hours. Selen Natsuki was terminated from Nijisanji. This has been absolutely brutal. It has been an awful situation watching unfold. Possibly the oldest fucking news in the world that Nijisanji is actually just doing horrible shit behind the scenes. I have a take as to why it's all like this, but Niji's getting canceled and they kind of deserve it. I am someone who has gotten so much hate from Niji fans in the past, because when I collabed with Ren Zoto from Nijisanji, bro, they were so upset that he would actually collab with. Bro, I have more ethics in my chaotic asshole than Niji has in their entire body. So we're watching False Eyed cover this. He's gonna go through it beginning to end, and that's what we want. And I have a lot of opinions and a lot of thoughts in regards to how all this plays out. I warn you in advance, it's worse than you think. I'm not just gonna sit here and say that, oh, well, you know, Nijisanji did what they had to do. It's all rough and tumble. Brother, we are freaking jumping into this rabbit hole butt first, okay? For those of you that don't know how big this is so freaking big. It's massive online. Like, literally, millions of people are invested in this story, as they should be, because this is a company that has been abusing their talent for a long, long time. Think they could treat them like the idol industry in Japan. They fucking can't, because the idol industry in Japan is incredibly corrupt, and I think they felt like they could just get away with that same shit to people that don't grow up in that culture. And they are realizing that they cannot.
She's been fired.
No! Dude, I love how he just... I love how he does that. How he starts every video. Her butthole smells! And then just like, today we're talking about Selen Natsuki.
That being Selen Natsuki
Alright, it's Selen, I guess, not Selen. I always pronounce it. Okay.
Of Nijisanji English. The agency's English account tweeting out this morning. Notice termination of Selen Natsuki's...
Bro, I cannot believe they dropped this whole thing on Twitter. Bro literally put diarrhea all over my timeline.
Contract with any color. We hereby announce that we have had to make the difficult decision to terminate our contract with the Nijisanji EN Liver, quote-unquote, Selen Natsuki, effective immediately due to repeated breaches of contract and misleading statements on social platforms. Attached is...
Let me say something that might be incredibly controversial. If you terminate someone and you're gonna give some reasonings as to why you terminate them, like because they breached of contract, misleading statements, all that shit, you gotta prove that, homie. We're not just gonna take a corporation that's in it to make money at face value 100% of the time. Okay, especially when Nijisanji is the only VTuber corporation I know on the planet that takes 98% of merch sales. Allegedly. That's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
This is the detailed explanation of the circumstances that led to this decision being taken. Thank you for your understanding and continuous support of Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN.
98% of merch sales goes to Niji, not the talent that sells the merch. It's insane. Can they do this without any repercussions? Here's the thing. It's put in place. Again, the idol industry in Japan is incredibly corrupt. Bro, I get so much hate every time I say this from some random diehard idol fans in the comments. But listen, my take, the idol shit is mega corrupt. Nijisanji thought they can get away with doing that same idol stuff just on a global scale, and they can't. I think the major difference between Hololive and Nijisanji is Hololive recognized that dealing with American talents would involve a much more American approach to it in regards to, you know, handling it and what you can do. Dude, do you realize Selen got fired? And you know how she was notified that she got fired? Are you ready? She went on Twitter and saw this post, notification of termination with Selen Natsuki. That was how she got the info.
Being a 3-page long document dated as 5th February 2024 and broken up into multiple sections. A beginning followed by a brand new definition of activity rules for affiliated livers. Saying
very exciting stuff. I love when they keep updating their rules. Very cool.
Any color has established activity rules that our affiliated livers agree to comply.
See, here's the thing. I'm not super against VTuber companies firing their talent if their talent does bad shit, okay? I'm just saying, if the talent actually does awful things, you know, slanders the company and all that bullshit, then yeah, of course the company has all the rights in the world to fire them. The way they went about this with no one actually knowing what she did wrong, okay? To silencing her, to taking over her accounts, to not silence her and not let her post when they knew she was in a mental turmoil at the time. Dude, and it's actually mind-blowing how they thought that this is like, I mean, obviously they didn't think through the ethics of this at all. It's so sad.
These rules are designed to prevent infringement of third-party rights, leakage of confidential information belonging to any color or third parties, damage to the reputation or credibility of third parties, and
which is so like twisted. Nijisanji's reputation has been in the absolute gutter because they've done this before.
and other acts that may violate rights, engage in illegal activities, or involve socially condemned behaviors. As a company, we are confident that in order to deliver content for our fans to enjoy in the long term, and to create an environment where our affiliated livers can safely perform their activities,
she risked the safety of other livers. Source, I made it the fuck up.
the support of fans and various stakeholders, it is essential for both our livers and our company to unite and...
Dude, I'm so happy Falside is covering this and not me, because this man, he'll actually read it. He'll like, he'll give it like a benefit of the doubt, and he'll read it, and it'll be epic, and I'm just sitting here scratching my ass, getting ready to jump down their throats.
Adhere to compliance with the activity rules. And here we have it. Violations by Selen Natsuki.
All right, let's go. Here's the violations that they did that made them cause her to need to enter a mental hospital because of an attempted suicide.
Activity rules. Reading. Despite our efforts to uphold these rules, Selen Natsuki has repeatedly violated the activity rules since joining Nijisanji EN in July of 2021.
Source?
Selen Natsuki's actions in violation of the activity rules encompass a wide range of issues, such as non-compliance with,
for example,
rights confirmation and authorization flows.
The fuck does that mean? What does that even mean? The authorization flow has been a little bit iffy. I don't know. We've been trying to work with her, and then she just fucked with the authorization flow. You know what I'm saying? Got to fire her for that one.
Which could potentially lead to infringement of third-party rights, including copyrights.
Yes, she did something that might have possibly infringed a third-party right, which could eventually maybe lead to a copyright. So we're silencing her, dragging her ass across Twitter, and then fucking her over.
The violations also include unauthorized usage of works and assets belonging to others affiliated with any color. Disregarding the...
By the way, a lot of people don't realize how stupid that line is sometimes. Like, that could be one Niji streamer showing assets of a different Niji streamer without getting specific permission for it. Like, that's how stupid it is.
The intentions of these parties, as well as lack of communication with creators, resulting in delays in Selen Natsuki's commission payments to creators.
Which is also kind of cringe. Listen, I know a thing or two about the inner workings of VTuber companies and stuff. The fact that Nijisanji is as big as it is, the second biggest VTuber organization on the planet, and the fact that despite them being so massive, taking 98% cut of merch, okay? The fact that it's the talent that needs to run after people to pay them for commissions and shit for content is absolutely mind-blowing. I spoke to a different ex-Nijisanji member, and she was telling me that even their debuts are all on them. Like, they're told, like, the kind of theme that they had to take in regards to debuting. They followed that theme, and they had to come up with the idea for the debut, pay for all the assets and shit. Like, I don't think people are fully aware here, but that's insane.
Furthermore, there have been ongoing reports about inappropriate behavior by Selen Natsuki throughout her time as a Nijisanji EN liver.
Source?
We have been addressing these concerns as they arise.
Proof?
As a company, we recognize that these violations of the activity rules could damage the trust placed in Nijisanji English.
What trust?
And we are also aware that such violations jeopardize the ongoing activities of other livers affiliated with any color.
They do? Like who?
Furthermore, we had consistently issued warnings to Selen Natsuki each time there was a violation of the activity rules.
Proof?
However, she repeatedly disregarded these warnings.
She did? Source?
often failing to reciprocate communication with her managers. Additionally, Selen Natsuki has repeatedly posted false, or misleading information
Okay, sorry.
on social media.
She did? That's horrible. What was it?
Insinuating that the violations of the activity rules were due to mismanagement by any color. In May of 2023, we sent a notice to Selen Natsuki stating that any further violation of the activity rules or engaging in false, or misleading statements that could damage our company's reputation would
Really?
result in the termination of our affiliation contract.
Yo, wait, you told her that? Proof?
However, she has continued to violate the activity rules.
Oh, she did! Source?
So once again, just very quickly in review, Nijisanji now foregoing a bullet point list within their termination notices, and in this instance saying that Selen was not following their activity rules.
I really like how he says that.
Since her debut in July of 2021, even now dating May of 2023, as when they warned Selen that she could be terminated. And now on the second of 3 pages, we have another section entitled Events Leading to Suspension of Selen Natsuki's Activities.
Dude, it's awful that they go, activity rule. What does activity rules means? Dude, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that the way Niji sets up their contracts are so vague that they are able to basically put anything under activity rules. They literally make activity rules a catch-all, that if you do anything they don't like, they could say that you violated activity rules and we can annihilate you now. They do it to protect themselves, which makes sense. However, obviously, it's kind of predatory in its own fucked up way, and I can't believe they didn't think this would happen. Again, I think that they were going, listen, this is just my armchair psychological analysis. I think Nijisanji went into the Vtuber game, seeing it blew up, and tackled it exactly the same way they tackled the idol contracts in Japan, and that's not gonna work.
That all times are in JST, and now stating, amidst the aforementioned circumstances, on December 26, 2023, Selen Natsuki posted a music video on the Selen Natsuki Nijisanji YouTube channel without prior approval as required by the...
Even if Selen did make mistakes, and I'm not saying she didn't, and I think that people that are picking her side over Nijisanji's side, they are not willing to admit that she made any mistakes. And that's stupid. She did make mistakes. She should not have posted this without getting approval. I'm not saying that it's easy to just wait for approval for everything. It's not easy, because sometimes you say, hey, can I have approval? And then you have the company just dragging their feet and taking their time, and you're like, yo, I want to upload this December 25th. I want to upload it on Christmas. Can I get approval, please? And then they just keep dragging their feet, and then she posts it like without the approval that she needed. Let's say, this is just a hypothetical, but that said, that's not an excuse to drag her like this publicly and silence her the way you did. Like, that's awful.
Materials for the music video were shared for the first time with our management on December 24th. Since some elements in the music video lacked proper authorization on December 20th.
Which is very vague, because I'm pretty sure she did get permission from the, she covered a Lily Pichu song, I think, and she got permission from Lily Pichu.
25th, we communicated to Selen Natsuki that permission needed to be obtained from relevant parties, requesting her...
Like the original singer, which she did.
...to wait before releasing it. Despite this, Selen Natsuki disregarded the notice and proceeded with the unauthorized posting.
If that's true, then it's an L. It's a Selen L. Let's not kid ourselves. It is. But that said, is that a reason for posting a completely innocuous video? Posting that and getting permission from the other parties, just you didn't get complete authorization before posting it yourself. Is that a legitimate reason to drag someone publicly like this? Fire them, jeopardize their career, and all that shit?
Our immediate response was to make the music video private until all authorizations were confirmed from our end. This particular music video being cleared by both the song's creator and producer, that producer telling TBS directly that written authorization had been provided all the way back in August of 2022.
Damn! Just saying.
At the same time, the reasoning was clearly explained to Selen Natsuki. However, Selen Natsuki took to social media, specifically X, making
they don't even call it Twitter. Cancel them. Get rid of them. It's over.
Leading statements that omitted essential context, notably saying, quote, management has privated the song.
Okay, that was true. Why? What? You need more context than that?
Furthermore, Selen Natsuki's post includes a statement encouraging third parties to re-upload the music video, which breaches Any Color's quote-unquote guidelines for secondary creation.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Article 1, paragraph 2. These
Dude, she spends $15,000 of her own money on a song that she gets permission from the creator and the producer. Okay? Both of those. Then, just think about how insane this is. All right, then after that, she wants to upload it. She waits and waits. She doesn't get authorization. She decides to post it anyway because it's a Christmas thing. They private it. She's like, God, I'm so sad this all went to waste. I wouldn't even mind if other people uploaded it, so at least people could see it. Other people upload it, and it's like, you've clearly violated the guidelines for secondary creation, Article 1, Paragraph 2. Because of this, we are going to bully you and make sure your mental health is in the shitter.
These actions led to various misunderstandings that damaged the reputation of both Any Color and Nijisanji English.
True, it did damage them. It's like, bro, you're shooting a corpse. You're kicking a dead dog, homie.
In an effort to calm the situation, we sought to either publicly disclose the reasons for making the music video private or have Selen Natsuki disclose them herself.
Yes, and Selen's next project was going to be spending $50,000 on a has-been hotel self-insert animation, and they thought that, too much.
Being mindful of Selen Natsuki's physical and mental health, management did their best to communicate with not only Selen Natsuki herself, but also her emergency contact. However, despite frequent communication with Selen Natsuki's emergency contact while remaining considerate of her situation, we were unable to come.
But by the way, you know what this means. It's like, we are being mindful of the physical and mental health, all right? We are being mindful of her situation. She attempted to commit suicide. This is not mindful. While attempting to be mindful, we're posting this online to someone who's already in an awful mental state. What the hell does that even mean?
To an agreement on how to proceed. The decision was made to temporarily remove her access to
This is such a big line.
accounts on various social media platforms and video distribution services under the name Selen Natsuki.
Now, this is a very important detail because here's another thing that Niji's been known to do. Well, no, I say known, but I don't know how public the info is or if this is private stuff that I've gotten myself behind the scenes. Very often, Nijisanji, to punish VTubers that make mistakes or whatever, and maybe even the VTubers are malicious and whatever, they will remove their access to their social medias, and they will be posting from their social medias to make it look like them. Like, for example, posts from people saying, I decided I'm going to be taking a vacation for the next week to spend time with my family, might actually not be that at all. It might be a 1 week punishment, and the company might have tweeted that from their account. People taking weeks off after controversies because they decide they want to work on projects or spend time with family. Yeah, I don't think that was completely written by the talent per se.
So once again, Nijisanji
it's a very idol-esque style. It's like it's the idol culture in Japan type thing.
confirming that they locked Selen out of her accounts, but interestingly, not giving us a date when that lock happened. And now we have...
Yeah, but what's also weird is, especially because they said that they locked Selen out of her accounts, but Selen's posted since then. The last 2 posts she made on her Selen account were times that she was allegedly locked out of those accounts.
Another section, termination of affiliation contract. After attempting to address the aforementioned situation and communicating with the legal counsel representing Selen Natsuki, that's right, she lawyered up, we conveyed the necessity for Selen Natsuki to inform the public about the reasons behind our decision to make the music video private. Additionally, we expressed to Selen Natsuki our expectations for future compliance with the activity rules from here on.
Which is wild. It's from here on because here is when they are telling Selen. They never told her privately that she's getting terminated. They just announced it to the world, and I don't even know who knew about this first. Selen or me?
Despite our efforts, Selen Natsuki demanded that Any Color should be held legally responsible. She claimed that she was no longer able to engage in her activities as a liver due to the decisions made by Any Color, was being harassed.
Did Selen really threaten litigation? There's no way she threatened action. Dude, that's dangerous. Niji's freaking huge. Do you have any idea how much money Nijisanji makes? They make $100 million a year.
By other affiliated livers due to mismanagement, etc., while refusing to acknowledge acknowledge her responsibility for violating the
activity rules.
Moreover, Selen Natsuki insisted that if the negotiations did not progress, she would proceed to release a statement regarding her claims to the public. And so,
before we even get into that idea, I do know of previous lawsuits. Again, this is not public, so I'm not going to get into specifics because it's not my business. But I do know of a couple of lawsuits that Niji might have had, or settlements that they might have had with previous talent. You don't want to mess with a mega corporation. You don't want to mess with someone that just has more money than you, especially when the legal system is so geared to whoever has the most money wins. So Selen saying something like that to Niji, allegedly, again, this is just Niji's word that she said that, and I have no idea. That is not a good idea. This is the ultimate advertisement for Selen's new model and new career as an indie VTuber. I think she took the name Doki Bird or something, or that's her I know that there's like a whole taboo about talking about the past lives or private lives of different talent, but fuck the taboo. Go support Doki Bird.
So now we have Nijisanji English forwarding on this.
Apparently, Nijisanji nuked everything on our YouTube channel 30 minutes before they fired her. Bro, can you imagine just you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube and you just open YouTube and you're
claim by Selen stating that she was being harassed by other affiliated livers due to mismanagement. As now finally. I
mean, I believe that. I know a lot of people don't want to believe that she was actually getting bullied by other talents. I do believe it, just simply because I know about the Zion situation. And I know that people, again, I'm not even always blaming the other talents, because I think the other talents kind of get their cues from the company.
We reached the third and final page.
Let's
Reading
go.
Any Color believes that the claims raised by Selen Natsuki are in fact referring to situations that arose when she was warned about her breaches of the activity rules and attempts to shift the responsibility for these violations, damaging Any Color and Nijisanji EN's image. This led to the deterioration of the relationship between her, Any Color, and other livers affiliated with Any Color. Any Color firmly believes that we and the other livers under our affiliation have not engaged in unjust practices towards Selen Natsuki.
How do they think that this would be read in a positive light? How on earth did they think they would be able to read this and take Niji's side? It's a level of brain rot that could only exist because they thought that this Nijisanji yapping would go over the same way as the idol industry yapping does.
Considering the irreparable damage to our company's reputation and threat to the ongoing activities
Dude, I hope that Selen doesn't get sued. I hope Selen never goes to Japan, because once she steps foot in Japan, the Nijisanji spies are going to sniff her out and sue the hell out of her. And she has to be really careful.
Other affiliated livers, we regrettably concluded that the termination of our affiliation contract with Selen Natsuki was unavoidable. Since becoming a part of Nijisanji English in July of 2021, Selen Natsuki has undeniably played a significant role in the growth of Nijisanji English. We fully understand that our decision to terminate the contract will have a significant impact on Selen Natsuki's fans and supporters of Nijisanji English. However, ensuring responsible content creation through adherence to the activity rules is fundamental to our mission. It is with deep regret that we must part ways with our affiliated liver Selen Natsuki, as we could not reach an agreement on our points of view. However, we would like to ask for the understanding of our fans as to the circumstances that led to this decision.
Well, that request was humbly declined. Wow. I would like to ask for understanding. I've simply abused this poor woman, and I would like your respect because it was not engaged in an unjust practice.
2024 JST, Selen Natsuki's activity.
I say that, but then the Nijisanji fans are going to come for my throat. Bro, the Nijisanji fans, they don't like me. I'm just saying.
These will cease. Her YouTube memberships will be closed, and her social media accounts will be made private. Yes, it's true. Her Twitter account is not only locked, but all of her video content from her YouTube channel is now entirely gone.
Bro, dude, imagine having 800,000 subscribers and all of the content that she made over the last 3 years can only continue to exist in your memory. Bro, it's so gut-wrenching.
Nothing at all is left. No videos, no shorts, no VODs, not even any community posts. As if Selen Natsuki had never even existed. Nijisanji saying we will also gradually halt the sale of merchandise and voice-related content. This is Nijisanji English is set to release Nijisanji Party Voice, a collection of voice packs, which...
I wonder what type of cut the streamer's going to be getting from that.
Does include Selen Natsuki as a participating Nijisanji EN liver. The sales period for this party voice pack being from February 7th, 2 days from now, and running until the end of the month, February 29th. And so we have this next line. Please note that merchandise produced in 2023 featuring Selen Natsuki or including her in their lineup may be released in the future.
I mean, listen, they own the model. They own the rights to the model. And they are completely within their legal grounds to torture this poor talent and do so. Wow, imagine firing her and doing this in public, and you're still gonna make money off her.
Selen Natsuki's revenue payment for these has either already been completed or is planned to be settled by the end of February.
Damn, that 2% that she's gonna be making from her merch sales, bro, thank God they're still paying her that.
The Nijisanji EN VTuber group Obsidia will pursue their activities with Rosemi Lovelock and Petra Gurin.
Wait, there's two people left in that entire group? Didn't they launch with 6? And there's 2 left? No, there's no way, right? Listen, I'm not that up to date with everything Nijisanji. I only know about the Nijisanji controversies.
The inconvenience caused by this announcement. We humbly request your continued support for Obsidia and Nijisanji EN in the future. For any inquiries related to this matter, please contact Any Color and refrain from contacting Any Color's livers, including any...
Guys, if you have any complaints, don't say it publicly. Don't ask people their opinions. Simply write mail, all right? Get a messenger pigeon to send it to our headquarters in Japan. I promise we will read all of it.
Contact on social media or on streams.
Is Selen gonna keep making her own content? Yes, obviously. And she's gotten so much more famous through all of this. I don't think Nijisanji realizes that they made her a martyr, and they made her, under her other name, Doki Bird, one of the most probably famous and legendary streamers right now. Like, they don't realize what they just did. They just created their own arch nemesis and gave them all the weapons that they needed.
Sincerely, Any Color Incorporated. And there you have it, Nijisanji's not bullet point listed reasons for terminating Selen Natsuki, which even revealed a claim that Selen felt that she was being harassed by other Nijisanji livers. As finally, dear viewers, we turn to Doki, aka
Doki, a completely different person. Pay no attention.
Doki Bird. This being Selen's VTuber account before she was employed with Nijisanji.
Let's go, dude. Thank you for not playing that stupid bullshit taboo. Oh, we don't talk about people's past lives. Yeah, sure.
Termination notice by Nijisanji English. Doki now tweeting out, I will not be silenced anymore.
Oh, shit.
On December, I was hospitalized for an attempt that was caused by a built-up of bullying from within and being in a toxic and poor environment for numerous months that led to my breaking point. I requested to leave first, but on more neutral terms on the 26th of January.
Dude, how can you not take her side? Like, I feel like Nijisanji doesn't realize the power that individual voices have.
Turning here soon, as I will like to celebrate Lunar New Year with all of you. This holiday means a lot to me and my Chinese culture. And
it also means a lot to Genshin Impact. I hear they give you 3 fates as a reward for it. That's pretty awesome.
As someone that lived in China for a big portion of my life, it should be the start of happiness and
thank God she's not in Japan. If she was in Japan, she would have gotten sued at the wazoo.
New beginnings. I am still me. Every memory and achievement I've earned is still me. They cannot take that away. Please let everyone know that this is where I am now. I hope you all find me again.
Look at the legalese that she's doing. Another part of the Nijisanji contract is that you're not allowed to say that you were X from Nijisanji, all right? She's not allowed to legally say that she was Selen in Nijisanji. So she has to write, I am still me. Every memory and achievement I've earned is me, right? I've earned, meaning Selen, is me, Doki Bird. They, that being Nijisanji, because she's not allowed to refer to them, cannot take that away. Please let everyone know that this is where I am now. In other words, I just moved. I was Selen from Nijisanji. I am now Doki Bird. I hope you all find me again and we could laugh together again. Like, she has to say it this way because otherwise she's violating the contract. There's an NDA. She's not allowed to say that she was Selen. That's why if you look at Zion's response video, well, not Zion's, Sayu's response video talking about the Zion situation, she kept saying that Zion felt very weird about it and she couldn't say I felt weird about it because you're not allowed to say that you were someone in Nijisanji. It's crazy. It's actually insane.
And we can laugh together again. Doki later adding, I think I like to use a trophy for my Oshi mark because it matches my hair. Doki back on Christmas night, perhaps giving a dollar amount as to what she paid for to create that music video that Nijisanji English Management privated, saying I lost $15,000
in something recently. Meanwhile, everyone knows that Selen spent $15,000 on the music video.
Something recently. So
Which is, it still blows my mind that she had to front that entire cost herself and that Niji wasn't willing to help out.
I might open merch pre-orders earlier than planned just to help with finances. Thank you everyone for the support. And now Doki is announcing her return, saying thank you everyone for the love and support. I think I cried enough tears and it's time to laugh again soon. Please use hashtag Doki Gallery for all your amazing artwork. Selen then...
So I'm not allowed to say that I was serpentious on my other account. I have to say that I'm Nux. You know where I am now. I can never actually say that I was serpentious. You know what I'm saying?
Dating her return stream for Wednesday, February 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And further leaving these voice tweets saying, my last tweet today before I finally head to bed. Thank you everyone. I'm just happy to finally be able to speak again. Thank you to everyone that still supported me and the love you all gave me in the last couple of hours. I'm happy to have you all in my community.
A lot of people don't know this, but Nijisanji is actually modeled off the overlords from Has-Been Hotel, the way they own your souls. And okay, all right. I have enough reading kick chat.
Okay, so I waited until I stopped crying, and we're calm now to make this voice tweet, but thank you everybody for all the love and all the support you've all given me so far. And I was honestly caught off guard by the announcement as well.
Bro!
I was luckily awake because all I do is just play games until I'm really, really, really tired, and then to force myself to sleep because I definitely haven't slept well in a very long time. And I guess I was lucky enough to be awake at the right time to have friends message me about what was going on. But anyway, I just want to say thank you everybody. Just a huge weight off my shoulders, and
frick, man.
It's going to be hard, but I know we are strong together. And I'm just happy I'll be able to celebrate Lunar New Year with all of you, because that was what I was most, I guess, not most concerned about, but at least we get to start off Lunar New Year a little happier.
Brother. Dude, I mean, ultimately, this is a huge dub for her. I know that, obviously, it's mega stressful, and being in drama is always stressful, all right? Having a lot of people talking about you is always stressful, especially if she has haters, and she definitely has haters. Even though, you know, for every 1,000 people that love her, she has one hater. That's still, you know, that's still a freaking 100 haters in a million people, okay? So, it's crazy. No, it's 1,000 haters in a million people. That's a lot of haters. Look, I've been there, we've all been there, and it's sucky. It's very sucky. I hope she's strong enough to get through this tough part, and she'll see that getting through this will make her so much fucking stronger.
Anyway, also gone thoughts at Chimboyan. 또 가이죠. support all.
Agreed.
동감도연. 킹가이 동감도연. 감오요.
Very well spoken.
And also, I want to say...
Leviathans are coming for you, Nijisanji! Leviathan!
Thank you to all my old and new friends for backing me up and seeing all the friends I've made in the past couple of years, messaging me, giving their public support, giving their testimonies about me and all the artists. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody. Let's laugh again soon, okay? No.
Always have a smile. Nothing suits you better than a smile. You're never fully dressed without one. A smile will inspire your allies, and a smile will terrorize your foes. Oh, how powerful just a simple smile can be.
We're crying. No more sad tears. Let's be happy for the new year.
RPR replying, welcome back.
Let's go.
Chibidoki giving a hug. Milky saying, you should have never had to go through what you went through. You have such a good heart, and I'm glad you know that your own value is worth fighting for. We all will be by your side through this. Son here saying, glad to have you, girl. Lunar New Year is coming. Sweep out that space and negativity. Fresh start. Yinko saying, much love to you, Doki. Fly high. Saw you here with, I'm sorry. You had to go through all of this.
She could relate, maybe even.
Here's to new beginnings. Welcome. Artist Hughes saying, we will support you. And Snuffy here replying, hell yeah, man. It's almost poetic. New year, new you. And the response to Nijisanji English regarding this termination. Snuffy replying, 3 pages of whining, shaking my head. Nocturnal saying she deserved better. Nymphaea remarking, at least give her the opportunity to say goodbye or a proper graduation.
No, they want to make it clear that it's not a proper graduation. They are painting her in the bad light. Dude, this is what people aren't grasping. They think this is an idol company. They think this is gonna go by the rules of an idol industry standard in Japan. They think that when someone wrongs the company and tarnishes the company's name or reputation, they will have the power to say, to the Shadow Realm you go! And down they will go. And through fear of lawsuits, they will never speak up again. They don't realize that the world doesn't work like that, little bro.
And it's not that hard. Milky tweeting, she always...
I'm glad I'm off Twitter. I don't know, man. I'm glad that I heard this through third hands and I didn't get involved in this discourse. The discourse sucks. I'll just use Twitter for simple things like getting canceled for saying Rule 63.
Did her best and poured her heart into what she did 100%. Yet did you ever really see her as a person and not just another number?
Absolutely not. I don't even know why you needed to ask that. That's the most rhetorical question I've ever seen in my life. Obviously not.
Company needs to fix its mindset and realize how important their talents are. You're literally nothing without them. Do better. Whispering for Nothing saying this contract you're offering to your talents is a downright chokehold. Absolute disgrace. Composer Shiro Beats here saying y'all terminate someone every week at this point. You're the problem. Skyujan saying Nijisanji is just hellbent on yeeting all their best talents. Ditto saying I don't know what to say, but only sad feeling. And Elia Stellaria saying bullying should never be tolerated. In the past week, Selen's character illustrator had gone to Twitter to wonder where has Selen gone.
Right, because a lot of people also, for the last week or two, Selen's just been missing. No word, no comment anywhere because she literally wasn't allowed to. She was just gone. And everyone was terrified for her, for like legitimate reasons.
And now this morning remarking, Selen seemed to be working very hard on big projects and other things on her own, and I respected her a lot. So I was personally disappointed that she was not rewarded for her efforts. And further stating, I've been waiting for a month and I just wanted to hear one last word from you. That is, this morning we have brand new Doki artwork from Keen Biscuit, Pokey at Pokey Pokums, and this piece from Savi. We will of course keep you up to date as this story develops. Links to Doki's accounts can be found below.
Bro, go support Doki.
As for Nijisanji English, they are still preparing for the graduation of Kyo Kaneko.
Right, yeah, right, oh yeah, right, yeah. They're also losing another one this week.
Next week. And that is all for today's episode. As always, feel free to like.
Wild, insane. You did a good job covering it, Mr. False. A lot of people have been out here just boycotting Nijisanji, saying that they're never gonna work with them again. They're gonna start clipping their stuff. They're gonna start drawing for them, all that shit. I'm just saying, everyone, justice will come. It might take a year. It might take 5. But justice will be fucking served. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, man.